Hi there, I'm Braids from Balanced Trampolines. It's important when you make the purchase of your trampoline that you look at the safety of the trampoline. Does it have everything that you need to ensure that your child is safe when they're using their trampoline? Every single day in Australia, a child is injured on a trampoline. Statistics show that up to 7 children in Australia every single day do actually get injured on a trampoline. A lot of these injuries are actually avoidable because of the type of trampoline that you purchase and the rules that you set around child play when they're playing on their trampoline. So right now we're going to talk about some of the key features when you're purchasing your trampoline to ensure that you get the trampoline that's the absolute best for you. Safety standards. In Australia, there is actually a safety standard in place for trampolines. Now at the moment, it's a voluntary standard, so people don't need to manufacture their trampoline to that standard. However, if you're going to purchase a trampoline from a supplier in Australia, make sure they do. Make sure you understand what the safety standard is. Ask the question of the person that you're purchasing it off, what is the standard? What does it involve? If they can't answer that question, don't buy off them. Like I say, they don't have to meet that standard, but make sure they do. Structure of the trampoline. This is really important. Now the structure of the trampoline, often if you buy it online, you're not going to be able to see it. Get them to show you some photos. How many legs does it have? You know, if it's a big 12-foot or a 14-foot trampoline, it needs to have a minimum of 4 legs. If it's got 3 legs, don't buy it. If the steel tubing looks really thin, don't buy it. Make sure that it's got matting on it. Make sure that it's galvanized tubing. Make sure that it's got lots of springs. Make sure all the springs are covered. Safety net. It's absolutely essential that you buy a trampoline with a safety net. Now, there's a lot of people selling, particularly round trampolines, without safety nets. Well, why do they do it? Because it's cheaper. You know, if you're going to buy a round trampoline for your children, get a safety net. Make sure you get a good quality safety net that covers the entire trampoline. Ask the question of the supplier, what's it made of? What weight does it take? How many poles does it have? Do the poles sit right on the safety net, or do they sit away from the safety net? If they sit on the safety net and a child comes in contact with that net, they can still hit the pole and do a lot of damage. So make sure you get a safety net. When you pick that safety net, make sure it looks like it's good quality and ask some questions of the supplier. Ask anything, because at the end of the day, if they don't know anything about their net, don't purchase a product. Weldings and joints. Now, part of the standard is that the welding needs to be good quality. Just Google what good welding looks like and get the supplier to show you photos of the welding and the joints on their trampoline. If it's got giant holes in the welding, don't buy it. If it's got sharp edges on the welding, when you look at those photos, don't buy it. Make sure it's got really good, clean welding and ask them what type of welding they've actually put on their trampoline. Again, if they don't know what kind of welding they've used, don't buy the product. Safety mats. Okay, now every trampoline has a mat, but you know, they're not all built exactly the same. Make sure that the mat is UV protected. I mean, Australia is one of the hottest countries in the world, and you want to make sure that that trampoline, whilst it works the day you buy the trampoline, that it still works a year down the track, or 2 years, or 3 years, or 4 years. So ask the question, where was the mat made? What's the mat made of? Ask them for a photo of the stitching. Does it have double, triple stitching on it? Is it UV protected? Ask all the right questions, because your mat is really important. There's no point in having a really good structure in your trampoline if the mat's not going to last. And finally, there's lots of general things you want to ask. You know, does it have a warranty? What does the warranty cover? How long does it go for? You know, if you buy it online and they're based on the other side of the country, who pays for the freight of the product that's broken? You know, do they pay? Do you pay? So ask them, what is the warranty? Ask them for a copy of the warranty card. Ask them exactly what it covers. Again, if they don't know what the warranty covers, or it doesn't cover much at all, don't purchase it. There's plenty of very good brands out there that will cover their trampoline, and they'll cover it all. They'll cover the springs, they'll cover the mat, they'll cover the net. So make sure that it's got a warranty. If you're buying on an auction site, you know, make sure that they've actually got a website themselves. You know, if they really believe in their product, they will have a website, they will have a contact details, they'll have somewhere where you can get in contact with them outside of eBay or Trade Me New Zealand. So ask the question, do you have a website? What kind of information do they have on their website? Do they have a contact me section on their website with an address and a phone number? You know, if they're going to have a warranty and they're going to back up their product, they will have more information than just a listing on a site like eBay. So ask all the right questions. You know, at the end of the day, when you're purchasing a trampoline, it only takes a few minutes to look at all the different models. Put them next to each other, have a look at the welds, have a look at the nets, have a look at the mat. How many springs does it take? Ask questions like, what weight does the mat take? You know, make sure the poles don't sit right on that net. Just look at the general quality and ask lots of questions of the supplier. If you get very basic information back from them, right? It's probably not the right trampoline for you. It's really, really important that when you're making your purchase, that you buy the right trampoline for your budget and get the absolute best bang for your buck. Like I said before, lots of children get injured on trampolines. Now, you might think 1 to 7 a day is not much when you look at how many kids we've got in Australia. You know, at the end of the day, if we can cut that in half, that'll make a huge difference to the safety of your child. All right, well, thanks for listening. It's Brady from Bounce Trampolines. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.